Hello everybody and welcome to a new game that I'm going to try on the channel. I'm Ben and we're going to be playing Frostrain today. It's a little game that I've stumbled across. I've seen a couple other people on YouTube playing it and I've sunk a couple hours into the game just playing on my own, and I thought it'd be fun to record a run or two. It kind of reminds me of like virtual board games where people kind of like roll and determine set of events that hit your train over time. We'll get into the game and you can kind of see how the gameplay plays for yourself, but it's a nifty little game. It's free on Steam, so if you like what you see, you should definitely check it out. And I'm having a great time with it. I'm hoping that the developers put out a statement about it saying that it's just kind of a project they did. Some of them are still in school, and it's really nifty. It's really cool for such a short project that they worked on, but I hope they come back to it and like expand it out with, you know, other conductors and whatnot. Right now there's only Mr. Lim. Lim seized power on the train with his powerful charisma. We start with the Tier 2 facility, Department of Labor. So you add cars to your train as you explore the map, and you're trying to stay ahead of a storm that basically kills your train if you get caught in it, so don't let that happen. And then you're building up happiness to keep your train from collapsing on you. From the very heart of the... well, you can read that. Basically, we've seized the train from the former corrupt conductor, and now we're trying to go to the promised land. So, conductor's installation ceremony. The old conductor has been kicked out, and a new leader has stepped in. The great storm follows. Passengers are still angry, and the train must go on. Head to the new destination. I'm your new assistant conductor. Your first task is to set the course before the storm devours us. Okay, reassure the passengers. First, we must go to the observatory. The observatory can be found by heading east from here. As fast as you can, head east, I see. So you want to plot out a course, and I've beaten the game before, so I kind of have a preferred course for myself, and you can see the observatory is here. You want to try and hit as many of these nodes as you can, because every node you hit, you unlock a new car card, and which adds to the train or upgrades your current cars. And you want to be continually moving to the east. You don't want to backtrack too much because eventually you'll see the storms start to roll in and it'll freeze the nodes, and if you get caught into it, your happiness continually degrades, and if you hit 0 happiness, you basically lose. So don't let that happen. The other thing that you're trying to do in Frostrain is build these synergies. So right now we have one car that gives us 1 education, 1 central supply bureau. The more cars you get, you build onto each of these additions. So we just unlocked a car. Let me pause this real quick. So you click on the little drone guy, and then you get 3 options for a card. And right now, we don't have any more Central Supply Bureau cards. We have the Red Frost Templars Culture car. We have an Education car with Fuel and Hammer Brotherhood. And then we have a Media car with Academy. I'm not a big fan of Media. I tried making a couple runs like that work, and I felt like it was just too resource intensive to make it worthwhile. Culture worked pretty well for me, but right now I think we'll stick with Job School. The Fuel and Hammer Brotherhood has a weird problem where if you have them back from the front car of the train, they'll actually take away happiness. You see, it says all of your Fuel and Hammer train cars lose happiness based on the number of train cars in front of them. So you can have 1 at the front and it's fine, but if you have any more other than 4, when you hit 4, that negative goes away. But if you have less than 4, or if you have less than 4, you lose happiness for those cars. So I'm honestly not a huge fan of the Fuel and Hammer Brotherhood, but I like that it's added to our education synergy right now. We have amount of extra happiness will be doubled. So we'll stick with that for now. We'll go ahead and fast forward until we hit the next node. All right, next node. We've unlocked another Department of Labor, so we could upgrade our car. But I think I want to start pivoting off of Let's get the meditation room. And so this squad is the Children of the Engine, which I was close to making work, but it wasn't my actual winning run. But I think let's try and get the Children of the Engine going. They get this zeal modifier, which you can use to generate happiness later in the game. The other thing that happens as you progress is the more nodes you reach, and I'll pause again here, you level up, and every time you level up, you can add additional train cars to your train. So that's really important too, to hit as many nodes as you can while adding train cars to the train. Let's go ahead and pivot to more of the culture run here. So we're gonna take away the job school, we're gonna add the library, and we're gonna add the meditation room. So now we've lost our education perk here, but we've gained a +1 happiness because we have 2 culture cars. So what we want to see is we want to start expanding out more culture on this train. We might even take away the Department of Labor if we get a culture card that we like. The other thing that you can do is you can recycle basically cards that you have. We can hold a maximum of 8 in our hand, but if you have cards that you don't plan on using ever, you can just dump them into this space over here, and that'll add to this drone supply that you can build up and get a new card with. Let's see, we have entertainment, which has more Children of the Engine, and then we have the wheelhouse, which is a train power card, which makes our train go faster if we have enough of them. I do like train power, but I think we're gonna go entertainment and culture this time. I'm gonna yeet this one, and I'm gonna put the Children of the Engine out there, and if you look up here in the top left corner, there's the zeal bar. So now we're gonna be generating zeal whenever there's one passenger that enters this car. Ideally, we'd like to get it all the way up to 4 cars of the yellow variety. That way we could always be generating zeal. I think we're gonna lean into this entertainment and culture cars synergy though. I've never tried that. I got really far with culture on my like 2nd run, but I also didn't know where I was going, and I like explored myself into the blizzard and died. So I think I probably could have won a different run that I didn't actually win with, but we'll try and make culture entertainment work. That'll be kind of interesting. Another entertainment car, which is great. I also really like security. Getting a number of security cards unlocks a special like caboose at the back. Which gives you a lot of happiness as well. I'm gonna make an executive decision here. Well, honestly, we'll just let it ride. That's the other thing. So if you've plotted out a course, and you want to hold shift if you want to plot out a special course, otherwise if you pick a node, it'll just take you to that node right away. If you haven't plotted out a course beyond your current thing, it'll start ringing at you and yelling at you to do so. You should do it though. It's a pretty important thing to figure out. And then we'll go like this. This is kind of like the way I like to go. Is go up to the observatory and then kind of go around. Or not, I don't think that's the observatory, that's just the landmark. Alright, we've unlocked a 4th car, so we're gonna drop down another happiness car, which gives us +3 happiness. And if you can get all the way up to the 5 cars of culture, gives you a +13 to happiness bonus, which is really, really good. More entertainment cars, which is pretty cool. Cryptography, I do like getting the academy updated. I'm gonna make a switch here. So the reason I did that gets rid of our zeal generation, but it unlocks the Academy's modifier, which gives us a card, basically a free card every 4 cycles. And a cycle is our cars generating all of their happiness. So each time this happens, that's 1 cycle. So after one more turn, we'll just get a free Academy card, and that can be really powerful early on in the game because you will generate cards that can just be recycled. I didn't feel like we wanted the media there. All that remained for those who left the train was a frozen wasteland, but their supplies will help the rest of us. Thank you. Another culture car. Sick. And the cryptography lab. Do we want to go for the... I think we want to go for the archive. Level it up, and then just swap out the Frost Templars for a second. Because they're not really giving us any modifiers, so we can just kind of replace that with a better car. But what this will do is it'll generate an Academy car every 4 turns, and that you can use to just generate or upgrade the cars you already have, and it's just a really good way to generate positive cars. So we have Gambling House, Learning, and Engine Control. I think we'll stick with the Gambling House. That'll probably be the last one I add, if we add it at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and make an executive decision to get rid of the Department of Labor. We're pretty set on our culture run here. We have a blacksmith waiting in the wings to be added. New cryptography lab. So if you get cars that you already have, just drag them on top of your existing cars and it'll upgrade them. The other thing that you have to do is, once you get a level 2, you can only upgrade with another level 2. You can't put a level 1 on top of it. Another Department of Entertainment. The other thing to kind of pay attention to is you see that button right above where it says happiness +6, it's kind of silvery colored. There are different tiers of cards. So most of my cars are silver tier. This one is a bronze tier, which means it's just kind of generally not as good as other cars that might be of the same level. There are gold cards as well, and then there are also platinum cards. You usually don't start seeing those until later in the run though. Let's go ahead and get the archive. And now you see we can't actually add it to this guy until we get another level 2. Ditch the newsroom again. So we'll have to get a second archive level 1. Let's go ahead and pause and look at the map here. I like to go down this way. This area is poisoned and polluted, so you will actually lose some happiness as you go through it. As long as you have around 1,000 health or happiness, you'll be able to get through this no problem. So shoot for 1,000 happiness before you hit the poison area. But like I was saying, you need a level 2 archive to upgrade your existing level 2, so we want to look out for another archive to upgrade this and then upgrade to a level 3. Printing House, Department of Security, Wheelhouse. We're not really looking for any of these, so we'll just grab one of them and immediately recycle it. And now what you see, we have filled up the drone supply, and now we have a free card, essentially. Another archive. Fantastic news. And now we have a level 3. I have gotten a card all the way up to level 5. I honestly think if you get to level 4 on any car, you really shouldn't invest in it anymore unless you literally have nothing else to do. Because it's a lot of cards to get a level 5 off the ground. And I don't think it helped me. So, let's go for the blacksmith. Level him up, and then drop him to the train because we just unlocked the level 5, or the next 5 cars. So we have 4 culture cars now, generating an extra 7 culture each turn, which is sick. If we can get another culture car, I think that'll be good, and then we can go for entertainment after that. Let's recycle the printing room. And then how are we doing? I think we're pretty good. So tearful stink fills the air, tension is rising among the passengers we must overcome. So stink -7 happiness per second. You can see now it's ticking down. So we have to overcome that as we go through the polluted area. See, we got more cryptography lab. Let's go for that since we would love to get a level 3 cryptography lab going. And then I like to go north out of the observatory. There's 2 paths you can go. You can go south and you go into the ocean, which is kind of cool, or you can go north. And I think, just anecdotally, I feel like there's more nodes to hit to the north. You might disagree if you play the game, but if you like what you see, you should definitely play. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a great time with it. Let's go ahead and upgrade the gambling house. Because we already have a level 2 blacksmith, so it would take a little bit more to get that off the ground. The other thing that I'm clicking on is there's these little pop-ups that show up beneath your cars. They're just a +1 happiness modifier, so if you see those pop up, you can click it, get a little little free happiness. I don't think they actually matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, later in the game, you need so much happiness to be able to get through the end game. Getting those little bonus happinesses probably don't matter, but it feels good to click on the bubble. All right, we're gonna head north. And then, let's get another archive. It's already a level 3, so that's gonna be a lot of resources we have to sink into it, but I didn't like any of those other ones, so might as well. We're heading north. I think I wanna keep going up this way. I think that's how I did it last time. I would love to see these entertainment cars get upgraded. Get a little better. What do we got? Ah, more other things. Orphanage Tavern is interesting, because we don't have that one. I'm not thrilled about pulling the cryptography car off. I think I won't, but I will probably put the tavern down next, because that'll get us to the level 5 culture, and plus 13 per turn is insane. That's a crazy amount of happiness to be generating. New node. Another cryptography lab. Drill ground. So large cars are interesting. I did have large cars in my train when I won the game, so you can definitely make this work, but it takes 2 spaces on your train. So I don't really think we have what it takes to make that work right now. Train design room is good, but we're on a different path right now. Oh, library is great. We can upgrade our library. And then once we hit one more node, go ahead and five times speed here. You unlock the 5 times speed once you've beaten the game once. So if you're like, this game seems a little slow, just win one time and no problem. All right, we have to pick our path here. I think the way I like to do this is go forward and then start working your way back. Because if you look back here, you can see the storm is freezing these nodes. That's what you want to avoid at all costs. So we do have a little bit of time to kind of wiggle our way backwards, so we can work our way north, and you can see the Statue of Liberty up there. There's a lot of nodes up there that you can unlock more train cars with, which is very helpful. We have unlocked the next train car, so we're gonna add the tavern in here, and now we have the full max culture, which is really, really good. Wheelhouse Job School. Not really what we're looking for. We were looking for entertainment, so let's just grab you, and we'll go ahead and recycle you. I do really like engine control. It makes your train go faster over time, and I think that's really helpful in the late game, so you can just power through the poison land you'll see when we get there. But for now, we'll stick with this entertainment culture build and see how well it does. I'm not sure. I like the culture one. I'm not sure how entertainment will do. Right now we only have 1 entertainment car, so we're not getting any benefit from it, but it's something. We are getting benefit from it being an academy car though. They keep giving us the printing room. I've noticed that happens a lot, that the printing room comes up. I don't know if that means it's like, maybe if you lean into media early on, I might have tried to get into media too late in the run to make it work. We could upgrade our tavern, so we will do so. It's still only a bronze car. We don't have, we did have the opportunity to have a gold car with the engine room or whatever it was called, but like I said, we're on full culture entertainment build right now. I would love to see another meditation room. That would be great. We're at 3,000 happiness, which is pretty good. The other thing that would be good is what happens with the another drill ground? I didn't really want to see any of these things. I mean, we'll grab this one and then maybe recycle it, I guess. And then get another card. There we go. Blacksmith Archive. We need 2 more archive cards to be able to upgrade to this level 4, and then I think we'll no longer be upgrading our archive. Because I said going beyond level 4 is just egregious. Even going past level 3 might be egregious, honestly. Another blacksmith? I honestly think security entertainment might be a really good build as well. We'll go up this way. Or security culture. I always get the mask and the poker chip mixed up when I think of entertainment and culture. Cryptography lab again. So cryptography lab and archive are close to being, or halfway to being to level 4. I'm hoping that with the continued unlocks for the academy, we'll see the cryptography lab get finished. And I think that was how I unlocked a level 5, is I just kept getting the newsroom or whatever over and over again, so I did eventually just level that one up to level 5, because it's basically free cards. Security room? Maybe we should think about the security room. I do like security. I'm gonna think about it. We have a little space here. We're starting to get close to filling up our hand though, so we have to be careful. It would be nice if we could get another blacksmith so we could upgrade you, or even just a meditation room would be nice because you're still a level 1. We're at 4,000 happiness though, which is doing pretty good. I think the way I did this last time was like this, actually. And that gets you quite a few nodes. Another printing house, not what we want to see. A sheriff's office isn't really what we want to see either. See, the orphanage is a gold card, but we're not using the newsroom. Maybe if we don't win this run, or maybe if I just want to do another run for YouTube, we'll try the newsroom build. Another card. So you can see up in the city here, you get a lot of nodes really fast. I feel like down in the ocean, they're a little more spread out. I really like that added culture bonus, though. Cryptography room is great. We're very close to being able to upgrade, but if we get another card, we actually have to start discarding. I think what I would discard first is probably this penance room. Just because it's a level 1, so it's easily replaceable. Alright, we don't want any of these things, so we can just grab it and discard it immediately. Another card. The nice thing is they allow you to draw the card and then decide what to discard afterwards, so it's not a big deal. If you fill up and hold on to cards, you just have to discard one at the end. Hey, and we unlocked the thing. So, I think we will go ahead and throw down... I think we'll do the Department of Entertainment here. Because we're not gonna be going Fuel and Hammer Brotherhood build, so honestly we should probably just discard that one. Another Department of Entertainment. Oh, this one's better. Honestly, we should swap you out immediately. Since that's a gold card, so it generates 4 to 10, this one only generates 1 to 5, and we have no other reason for it being out there. Because we can replace it with the Penance Room, which is a better card anyway. So many cards coming in all at once. Library, yes, library it is. So let's see, discard the printing house. If we can get another security card that I like, I would immediately be happy with discarding, our entertainment build and going for security. I think security is a better build overall, because it takes 3 cards to get entertainment working, whereas security, we could have probably had security working for quite a while and generating happiness for us. 6,000 happiness is really, really good, so I think we're doing fine. But the security, the added security is pretty sick. Meditation room? Oh, meditation room is great, because we've been rocking this level 1 car back here for a long time. Get rid of the printing house, we don't need that. Whee! I like the little explosion of happiness at the end. It's fun. Another department of entertainment is good. But now is the decision, because we haven't been able to unlock anything. I think I'll get rid of the blacksmith. So the blacksmith is replaceable. If we can get another department of education or another cryptography lab, or of entertainment, I should say, or another cryptography lab, we can consolidate a bunch of our cards. So right now we're just kind of rocking with what we got. So the storm is starting to catch up to us. We did take quite a big deviation to hit a bunch of nodes up north, but that's understandable. Because we kind of had built out our pace to be ahead of the game. We could go for archive, but we don't have enough to consolidate, so let's go for the geographic information office. Level that up, and then discard the newsroom. The other thing that we would love to see is a library, because we could just drop that on top of there. And then we're close to being able to add another car to the train, so I think I would actually go for the Department of Entertainment here, because that's almost to level 3 already. Now we have to make the tough decisions. Cryptography lab is so close. I think I would delete the penance room here, because I would rather go with the Department of Entertainment rather than the penance room. And I immediately regret my decision. Alright, we're gonna pivot off of the possibility of going for the Inquisition. We're just gonna lean fully into entertainment here. That was the original decision I made. I'm gonna stick by it now. We're almost, we've hit 8,000 happiness, which is really good. The run I won with 10,000 happiness near the end. So I think we're doing really, really well, actually. I think entertainment is really, really strong if you can get it off the ground early. We got a train design room, not really what I'm looking for. Another meditation room is okay. Let's go ahead and hold on to that. I would love to be able to consolidate these cards. If we could get some of the cards that we're already holding on to, I would greatly appreciate it. Other than the archive. The archive is the one we're not very close to. Cryptography lab is acceptable. Library would be acceptable. Meditation room, Department of Entertainment, Geographic Information Office. All of those would be acceptable to me right now. All right, we've entered poison, so we have a minus, but we also have inspired, which is counteracting that. Not enough space. Another printing house. That's probably like 20 printing houses that we've gotten at this point. We could probably have like a level 5 printing room, if not more. But like I said, we're on a different wavelength. So now we're entering the poison land. Ah, penance room is exactly what we were after. Archive, we can't make work right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, well, we would have had to discard something anyway. The penance room, we were after the meditation room, not the penance room. Gambling house? Do we have the gambling house? We don't. So I guess we'll just take orphanage and discard it. And we have another car that we can add here, so let's throw down the Department of Entertainment. And now we have finally unlocked entertainment facility receives a 33% chance of producing 3 times happiness, which is cool. So if we could upgrade that one further, I would love it. If we could upgrade this one further, I would love it even more. Another printing house, of course. What is new? What else is new? How are we looking on the road here? I think the way I did this last time was I just gunned it straight through the poison land. The one thing that's a little different this run than last time is I had been upgrading my engine last time, so I was really, really fast by the end of the run. So we'll see if the amount of happiness we're generating is enough to be able to cruise through the poison land, but I think it might be. But like I said, we were a lot faster in that other train, so it'll be interesting to see. Another printing house? What else is new? I could never get another library if my life depended on it. Alright, we're at 10,000 happiness. Open the iron gate. Give me a good card. The front room is interesting. It's a first class car, so it's kind of in its own category, and you gain additional happiness based on the number of facilities behind you. So I kind of like that car, but it doesn't really fit into our build right now, but neither does anything else. So I don't know. We could ditch one of our cars here and start using that one. Let's pay attention to how much happiness this entertainment car is generating and see if it, like, seems worth it. Was that, like, 8 happiness? Another printing house. I'm just, like, trying to pay attention. That was 18. 24 is pretty good. It would take a while for this one to generate enough happiness. I think we'll just ride with what we got. If we unlock another car, we need 8 more nodes, which seems kind of a lot to be able to unlock it, but we'll go down like this. But we did unlock another card. Ah, man, none of these are what we want. Penance room. You guys keep giving me the penance room. I wish I had held on to the other penance rooms now, but, you know, hindsight is 20/20. Because then we could have replaced this car with the penance room, which would have been a better card. Actually, I should have been thinking about that originally, because that would have worked well with this one. Stop giving me the newsroom. That's the card I don't want. We're doing fine, though. Another penance room. What else is new? But we did get the cryptography lab. So now we can consolidate a bunch of our cards, and now we've hit a level 4 cryptography thing, which is great. I would love to see a meditation room or a library or a we'll need 2 blacksmiths at this point since we discarded the one, but I think right now we're doing okay. Honestly, are there 6 more nodes for us to hit? Maybe by the end of the run, but I don't think this front room is going to be useful. So I'm going to go ahead and discard it and try and get another useful card. We have the archive, which is close to being able to upgrade this to a level 4. Another printing press. The game is trolling me at this point, so I don't know what to do about that. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Library, yes! Oh, we could have done the archive too. That probably would have been a better card. Or maybe roughly equivalent. Oops. Let's go ahead and fast forward. We're down to 9,000. We're getting close to the end of the game though. This over here is a trap. Do not go for that. So now we've entered level 2 pollution, which our happiness will just decrease really fast. And then what happens at the end of the game is you enter level 3 pollution, and you just hope to God you've been generating enough happiness to keep your people going. Alright, we want to go up this way. It won't let me select it just yet, but we'll get there eventually. Oh man, these are not great. Is this better? It's +3 happiness. This one's 1 to 5. Oh, and that's a sheriff thing. I misread the symbol. Yeah, so don't go over here. That's a bad idea. We're at 100 seconds to get up here. And when we hit level 3 poison, I think it's -75 happiness per. So I honestly don't know if we have enough happiness to get through here. Oh, it's 100 per second in level 3 pollution. So, oops. I don't know if we have what it takes. Department of Entertainment, though, I'll take it. We can consolidate that and upgrade you to level 3. Right now, I would love to see an archive or another meditation room. Honestly, probably the Geographic Information Center would be the best level 3 for us right now. But I'd take any of the cards that we have. So you want to go like straight up here is the end game here, but we're losing happiness like crazy fast now. So it's gonna be harrowing right down to the end here. We must endure. We're in level 3 poison. Front room again. Not what we wanted to see for any of these. So, you know, just carry on, I guess. cryptography lab is fine, but I don't think we're gonna get level 5. So actually, we'll go ahead and discard that and just try to generate another card that we can utilize with our current stuff. Yeah, our happiness is plummeting. We're so close, but I don't think we're gonna be able to make it. It's very close. So I think this is where the engine upgrade really matters at the end here. Being able to churn through the poison at the end is pretty helpful. We got a library finally. And we've entered the storm! The storm caught up with us! Oh, we should have gone that way. Oops. Well, now we're definitely dead. So you get a little bit of a chance to recover, but honestly, I've never been able to get out of the storm once you're in the storm, and once you hit 0 happiness, like, I don't think there's a way to come back from it. So that's unfortunate. I think our entertainment was really good, or our culture was really good, but I don't think the entertainment did enough to help us stave off the inevitable here. We'll just throw this guy down here since we get an extra car. But I think we're boned here. Very close to the end. But I think I will try to redo it with the train engine and show you how that works, because I think it's really useful, yep, at the very end, to have your train going as fast as possible through the poison there. Because it cuts off seconds, and every second is minus 100 happiness, right? So if you can reduce it even by, you know, 20 seconds, that's 2,000 happiness you don't need. So that's Frostrain. We'll do another run here. I think I'm having a great time with it. It's fun to try and experiment and see, you know, like what builds work with the game here. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Frostrain or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!